Hello everybody and welcome to Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, episode 3. I'm just going to assume I pronounced that right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I am Connor. The disembodied voice is Lewis. I always point over there. It's not
I didn't really see point. Oh, okay. Which direction am I in?
left? My left.
Awesome.
That's where you are. You're inside my monitor.
I mean, that is the direction I am from you, actually, right now.
That's crazy. That's mental.
And actually, it's also the direction I normally am from you. Yeah, I've realised. I'm always west of you, no matter which house I'm at.
I am... God,
and you did just point west.
Well, I pointed left. I don't know if it's west from where
I
I'm sitting.
know where north is in relation to your house. That was west.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Well, I know the look. Okay, moving on.
You don't know the way I'm facing? Never mind.
I do know which way you're facing.
Where am I facing?
You're facing to, your door is like forwards and left from you. Your PC's on your left. Your bed's on your right. Right?
Let's get on with the episode because I've never told you how. Okay, moving on. So this was.
You don't need to. I clicked onto your video once.
Oh yeah, you've been in my room. That also. Let's get on with the episode because that was. Blah.
How is that creepy? I've seen one of your videos.
So we're moving on now. We're moving on. So we begin with our main character Kun. His name is Tanjiro. I wrote it down because I wanted people to be proud
His
of me.
name is main character. Couldn't you get it right the first time?
He can be both. He can have two names. It's like a hyphen name.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. And so basically he's writing a journal, which we find out later is not for him, it's for his sister. His name, I also wrote down, it's... I did write it down, I swear. It's Nezuko.
That's Nezuko, yeah.
Yeah, best girl of two.
I mean, of very few so far.
She's just really tired is all.
Yeah, she only sleeps for 2 years.
It's not that long.
That's a fair period of time.
That's just like one Sword Art Online, that's nothing.
I guess.
But then we get some backstory on the Demon Corps and the demons and some training. This first half of the episode, to be honest, didn't really do a lot for me. I was like, it's...
Yeah, I was quickly... I'll be honest, I wiggled up my mouse and looked down at the timer twice.
I was like, it's come on, training montage. So I basically just wrote down all the training he did. So I think we should probably just go through that quick because the second half is far more interesting.
Was significantly more interesting.
Yeah. So he does some swords breaking and some sparring and some teaching him how to breathe.
Yeah, breathing control is a significant portion of his training.
That's the one you've got to pay attention to.
That's supposedly how they get their superhuman powers.
Yeah, which
by controlling their breathing. It's Harmon breathing for anyone who's seen JoJo's. It's literally Harmon breathing.
I saw a comment. It was like, you should go to JoJo's to learn how to breathe, and I was like,
it's literally Harmon. It's not quite. It's a bit different.
It's a bit different. He also does some water training, and then we cut, and he's like, she's been asleep for 6 months, and I'm like, doesn't she need water and food?
Demons don't eat normal food. They eat humans now, so I'm quite glad she's not eating.
Can they live without eating though?
I mean, she's alive.
I mean, I assume they're extra evil. They don't eat because they need to. They eat because they want to.
I reckon they probably do eat because they need to, but she will be expending very little energy because she ain't doing crap.
That's a good point.
If you're comatose, you consume significantly less nutrients. So,
science lesson with Lewis. I passed science too, but I'm nowhere near as intelligent. But what else happened? He has to slice through a boulder. That's where we're at. And I was like,
oh yeah.
Like,
his sensei dude says, "I can teach you no more. I will now pass you into the big final exam thing if you can break a boulder."
Slice a boulder, because breaking a boulder would be easy. Just go get a hammer or something.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be like a problem-solving thing of like originally just hit it with a sword and they'd be like, wait a minute, it's about learning that the way you beat a demon is any bloody way you can.
Yeah, it's like...
And what he said is slice this this rock. I thought he was going to have to drag it by a rope until he finds a cliff and like drop it off a cliff and make it hit another rock.
Yeah, I thought something similar. I was like, there's got to be a workaround, there's got to be something.
Yeah, it'll be a problem to solve, not just get stronger and swing through it with your super sword.
Yeah, but that's
Spoilers, it wasn't.
it was the swing, get stronger and swing through the super sword. That's what it was.
It's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But the way he got stronger was quite interesting.
Yeah. It's basically another rando shows up. I wrote down his name too. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. His name is Sabito.
Yeah, they have the title. Sabito and
Makomo.
Yes.
Makomo. That works.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But basically, he yells at poor Tanjiro for being crap, essentially. He's like...
So, let's get good, get strong.
That's basically it, yeah. Then they have a fight, and I'm like, oh, you photoable fight! Just made me happy. Like, the camera panning, I was like, you photoable fight!
This show is... It incorporates 3D quite well, and so it lets them do camera panning and stuff, and yeah, it looks good. Every fight of this series is going to look good, I'm fairly sure of that.
It better, dude. We're getting 26 episodes, so...
Oh, Did I actually just commit to do... Oh, okay. I didn't realize this was 26.
It got announced yesterday. I was like, oh, it's 26.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that's...
Be the pain for next season.
I think that's going to have a break in the middle, like a season break, because I'm like...
I would be quite happy if that happened.
I'm like, you can't do 26 straight looking this good. That must be...
It does look very good, that's the point.
Yeah. I'm like... I don't think they've done 26 in a row before. I could be wrong. I don't know anything. So, like, what am I saying?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, but if it goes 13 and 13, I think that would be preferable. 26, if anything, is like in a row. Like, that's getting to it. I'm like, all right. By the end of it, I'm like, okay.
I mean, I'm quite happy that both Dororo and Shield are doing that, and Slime did it last season. I think both of those were very good.
Well, I'm glad Shield's doing it because nothing's happened really. I'm enjoying myself, but I want stuff to start happening soon, basically. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this show, where stuff is, well, it's kind of happening. We've got training montage, but the fight scene with the guy, and then, of course, Tanjiro loses, because of course he does. And then some strange girl shows up, and that's Makomo, and she's a girl. And
she's just very nice to him and kind of babies him through everything.
Exactly. She's like, here's why you have to do the breathing, which is pretty accurate. But then basically he keeps fighting him, and then 6 months later is when he beats him, and he one-shots him.
Well, he cuts his mask.
Yeah, and then both he and Makomo disappear into the fog, and then it turns out he cut through the boulder instead of his mask. I don't know what this means, Lewis. Are they ghosts? Are they figments of his imagination?
Are quite possibly figments of his imagination.
It was kind of weird. I don't really know what it was. I kind of think they're ghosts, but I'd like to know the rules on ghosts in this world. Do they exist? Are they spirits?
Listen, because if they are figments of they definitely could be figments of his imagination, because everything she told him, Makomo told him, were things that the sensei had already told him, so it could be his subconscious. And the other guy just insulted him and told him he was a piece of crap, and that's definitely something you could do if you're being a bit self-loathing, and he was worried about this task that he'd been working on for half a year and he's made no progress. I wouldn't be shocked if he went a bit crazy and these are figments of imagination. I think that would work as an idea. However, the guy of the two, Sabito. I mean, we didn't really see him without his mask much, so it's very possible I'm wrong about this. But he looks like someone who's in the intro and outro, so I don't know.
That's where we're at. We don't know. It's too early. It's episode 3, damn it. We can't expect all the answers to just be given to us. Also, I was kind of disappointed that the fight was over in one hit. That was just...
Yeah, it was a really crappy fight.
I was like, oh, that's not a fight. I want to see more ufotable fights. I
was expecting some sword clashing and some awesome stuff, and instead it was no. He swung his sword quickly, and...
Ufotable like sparks. It's just a tiny thing to notice. When the swords clash and the sparks clash off, that's not my favourite thing. Just their sparks, because they look
nice.
They look so nice. It's such a little thing I like about Ufotable. They're good. They're a great studio. I think
I changed my mind. He's not the guy from the outro and intro.
No, he's not the
So
blonde.
he definitely could be a figment of his imagination and then not a carrying character.
He's definitely not the blonde guy.
I thought it was the blonde guy in the orange jacket. I just checked. It's not.
Also, we called that completely wrong. We thought they were going to get introduced this episode.
Yeah, well, there was 2 character names in the episode title, and there were 2 people we haven't met yet. I think that was a fair assessment.
It was a fair assessment, but we were wrong, so therefore we will now go and punish ourselves by, I don't know, what's a funny punishment? We don't want a painful one. We'll think about it off screen. We're not actually going to...
Rewatch Smartphone. Rewatch King's Game, I don't know, something.
I'd rewatch King's Game over Smartphone. But, God, yeah. Ugh.
No, it's solid, decent. I'd say so. And then the first half was disappointing.
It was a decent episode. It's not a bad episode. I'm still enjoying this show. I want to kind of get the training arc done with, which I guess we have now.
Yeah, so he's now going to I think the exam's next episode, or at least traveling towards the exam.
I think once we get past the exam, it's going to start.
What's the final selection?
The final selection. It's way too close to another phrase.
Yep. I also thought that. Yep.
We're not going to make the joke because
there's no joke. That is.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It's just very similar to something else. And if you don't know, go to history.
Don't ask your parents. Move on.
Go to history. Go to history class.
Anywho, I'd like if Sister Chen could wake up and actually be a character again, because she was quite funny.
I think she will now. I think he's going to be
she will at least soon.
The next episode's going to open with her waking up and him being like, hey, I did it, I cut a boulder.
Maybe. Yeah, she'll either be awake straight away at the beginning, or she'll wake up as soon as he passes his exam or something.
Yeah, it's going to be soon.
But, yeah, she was the funniest part of the last couple episodes, and her being asleep.
It did impact it with her not really being there, didn't it?
Yeah, it killed it a little bit.
She was an important part of the dynamic of the show. It was still good, still alright. I want to know if they were figments of the imagination or what. If they come back later, don't say anything. But if they don't, and we just left to figure it out, then you can tell us.
Yeah. If we never see them again, if anyone has seen the source material and is watching this, if those characters never appear again or are confirmed later to be figments of our imagination, and it's not supposed to be a spoiler for later, feel free to let us know. If any of that is not the case, please shut up.
Yeah, please no spoils for manga readers.
Yeah.
That is where we're at. But anyway, we will see you next week on Saturday, because that's when this is. I know they've come out on different days every single time, but it's Saturday. I forgot my outro. We will see you next time.
I have been Connor, he has been Lewis. See you next week.
But I'm Connor.
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you that was your outro.
I have been Connor, he's been Lewis, and we will see you next week.
Later.